Hello everybody, and welcome to News and Views for January the 30th, 2025. Now that we've kind of got the hang of 2025, we're starting to see some more community events start to happen again. A couple of things I wanted to bring your attention to that are coming up. First of all, the town of Neepawa is holding an open house on February 4th from 5 to 6 p.m. in the council chambers. This is on Project 320 Phase 1. This is their mixed-use residential concept plan. They are looking to share it with the community, get community feedback to see what is going to be going on out there. So again, that is February 4th, 5 to 6 p.m. in the council chambers. Go check it out, have your say. And also Winterfest is coming up. That is on the Louis Riel Day weekend. On the Sunday, just bring your attention to that it is on the Sunday, not on the Monday. They're always looking for volunteers for this. So if you're looking to get out there and volunteer for something, this might be a great opportunity for you. So for the show today, we have 3 items on here, 3 significant happenings of the last little while. First of all, we were out in Gladstone for the renaming of the community hall. It's now the Co-op Community Hall. So they had a dedication there. Several speakers. We have a clip of that on the show here for today for you to check out. We also went and saw the Ride for Sight. This is the Lions Club fundraiser. It's a snowmobile ride. They fundraise to support guide dogs, and not just at their site is their focus, but these are across the spectrum of different applications. So we got to talk to them about that program, about the training facility, and all the kinds of things that they're doing as well. And finally, we were out at Ag Days. We have several interviews with exhibitors out there, just a couple of them on the show here for you today, and the rest will be elsewhere in our schedule. Always a lot going on at Ag Days, lots of announcements coming out, lots of exciting things in the agriculture industry. If you have anything going on or anything you want to make us aware of, please do get in touch with us. We want to know, we want to be able to cover as much as we can. Reach us at 204-476-2639 or by email nactv@wcgwave.ca. Thanks and enjoy the show.
On behalf of Lions, we just want to thank Dairy Queen for being supportive of the Journey for Sight ride here in Neepawa, passing through, and the combination of Lions and Neepawa. Also, Dairy Queen does really good to help support their journey and support this great initiative. The new generation of Lions.
I'm wondering, are there people kind of coming up and interested in what the Lions are doing, especially with the schoolhouse being so visible?
Right. It's hard to say. We have a lot of interest of people, joining Lions to reboot our club. But just seeing that people follow through and actually move forward with that, it'd be really nice to see it flourish again like it once was. To continue the good things that Lions do as a service club. And there's a lot of pressures with all service clubs in our area. And how many service clubs can a community support? And I think Neepawa has expanded where we should be seeing more and more participation in service clubs and the good things that they all do.
Thank you very much.
And we would have sold tickets for this thing if we would have got some.
We just got one. We can give you some. We had a little 50-50.
Yeah,
Let's follow.
yeah, you leave some with us here, and we'll get them sold.
Okay.
People were asked.
Get your receipt inside.
Yeah.
That's perfect. Way to go.
Yeah.
Thank you. Started getting our so we can do this.
Wow.
It was after the beginning of the new year before we got our tickets.
Well, it ain't too bad you could left that floor. We put it.
Yeah.
next year we'll know better, start longer. I think it'll take that long to get a 50-50 ticket.
Yeah, I've taken them down there for many years. They phoned me, they said, "Will you take me down? Take them down?" I said, "Sure." Yeah.
It's just an amazing.
It's just too bad that they didn't have a groomed trail to ride down, but they're used to. We can't control the weather.
No, and
Yeah,
especially
and
these last 2 weeks with the
One of
blizzard
our-
and then
one
the.
of our groomers were down too. We've just finally got it fixed. So,
Yeah.
so they were going to go down to Gladstone where it wasn't groomed for a while. So it takes a lot of work, and we haven't got. We're just a volunteer club, and we haven't got that. Everybody's getting older, and young people just don't want to join.
And then, they're out there on their machines,
Yep.
but yeah.
As soon as we groom the trail, they're out there racing on the trail.
Yeah.
So it's too bad, because somebody's going to have to take over, or else we're just going to have to sell all our equipment.
Yeah.
We've got 2 groomers and two machines to pull sleighs for marking trails. We'll just have to sell them and donate the money for charity.
And they want to ride on the groomed trails. They just don't want to
And
make
you
them,
have-
I guess.
Now you have to have groomed trails because a lot of people don't want them running around all over the place, and a lot of people don't know where they're going either.
Yeah.
When the trail is marked, at least they can go for a ride and get back.
Yeah.
And we have warm-up shacks set up on our trails too, so if there's ever an accident or somebody just wants to stop and have a wiener roast in there, and that there's stoves in there, and the people can survive if they are hurt and get to a shack before help comes.
Yeah.
And the snowmobile club is on emergency measures, so if we had to, we could plow a trail with the groomer right to the accident site. Yeah, if the helicopter wasn't available.
Yeah. You might
Yeah.
be the only people who could access it. So
Yeah. And 2, our members, most of them know the trails and know the bush, so we could be at the accident scene before the RCMP don't even know the area in there, so they wouldn't know where to go.
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, so yeah.
How long has the club been in existence?
Quite a few years.
Yeah.
Probably. Yeah, we started, I think, in the 80s.
Yeah.
Yeah, or maybe sooner. Yeah.
Well, that's
Yeah.
a good 40 years now.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Yeah. But like I said, it's just hard to get young people to join.
yeah, and you need those volunteers. You need those
Yeah.
people to do the
Yeah.
work.
And Snowman, like, that runs the trails that pay us to groom, they keep demanding more and more to put out more and more signs and different things, and we're just a volunteer club. Like some people said, you guys got more markers on the trail than the highways,
Yeah.
but you have to have it well marked, or else people will get lost.
It's a safety issue,
Yeah,
for sure.
And if a storm comes up, all you have to do is follow those markers, and you'll get back to the warm-up shelter, or back to where you originated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are they coming across yet?
Yeah.
Okay.
Have is in Oakville in Ontario. We have a place where we train dogs for it's all of these things: seizure dogs, diabetes, autism. That's a really big dog. It's an unbelievable dog. And then you have your canine vision program.
Right.
Anyway, the Lions Club, in all cases, take the people there. They pay their way there. They give them a dog.
Okay.
Okay, and those people are there for a period of sometimes up to a month.
Okay.
Okay, we pick up the tab total. All right, So I want to give you this so that you can see what kind of dogs we have and everything like that. But if you ever get a chance to go, if there's a convention or something like that, we always have a couple or 3 dogs at convention.
Okay.
And you would really enjoy that. You know, it's unbelievable how these dogs can work.
Yeah, I mean, like,
Especially,
it sounds amazing.
especially with a autistic child. With this past convention, it was in Brandon, and they had an autistic child there, and he had a dog, and the mother was with him, and he was sitting on a chair, and she said, well, just act up a little bit, you know. So he started doing things like that. The dog goes over and puts his paw on him.
Oh, yep.
And when I give him a few licks, and
Yeah.
you know, he quits, right? Then she said, okay, you really act up. So he was just yelling and screaming and laying on the floor. Finally, the dog jumps on him, holds him till he settles down.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's unreal. Yeah, we've got a lot of nice things there, so it's great.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Okay, that's part of it. But we took over a lot of things in Misericordia Hospital and places like that,
Okay.
and we pick up the tab. So there's a lot of things. This ride has made over $3 million.
Yeah, that's an outstanding
It
amount
is.
of
It
support.
is a big amount of money, but we're going to try and keep it going and get it going real good. So just something for you to know.
Absolutely.
Well, thank you very much, though, for coming and seeing what we're doing.
Yeah, for sure. Thanks for having us here. I hope it has a lot of good years ahead of it and
Well,
lots of good support.
I certainly do too. So, yeah. We're gonna try and get this guy to move that one. We want to put the sleds in front of the Journey for Sight thing and then
Yeah.
get some photographs. We have a thing on Facebook,
Okay.
Journey for Sight.
Okay.
So there's all the pictures from. There's some beautiful pictures there. So
Yeah.
have a little look.
Pull some from there? Yeah, that would be good.
Yeah. No, we have a lady with us that's doing all that work, and so it's going to be a great thing.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Awesome. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you. And this gentleman comes every year and gives us a hand to get across to Carberry, and then we go in from Carberry to the Brandon airport, where we'll have a little sit down, and some people come, the higher up people from the Lions clubs, and we bring our donations, and it all is really good.
You were at the school yesterday?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. We went to Grandview, which is just a little bit west of Dauphin,
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
and we went to a school. The fire department there had a little thing going, and so they had some new trucks and whatnot, and what. So they asked us if we would bring the machines in there, and then we went to the school, and they had a really nice time. The kids were all out there playing on the machines. The guys were talking to them. They really enjoyed it. It was a real treat.
Yeah.
And then we went to the bakery, and they look after us there. Boy, I'll tell you, have they got some goodies. Oh yeah. So it was a wonderful day yesterday.
Good.
Yeah, and the weather was fantastic.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Until the wind started blowing.
Oh,
This fall, I put a 10 ply winter tires stuck. It's a white. I don't want
Before we begin, I'd like to ask for a moment's silence for the loss of one of our previous employees, Marlon McCaskill. Marlon worked at our Gladstone Agro and will be deeply missed, so please bow with me. Thank you. We're proud to gather today to celebrate this partnership between Neepawa Gladstone Co-op and the municipality of Westlake Gladstone. It highlights our shared value of building up our community through local investments. Neepawa Gladstone Co-op has been a staple in this municipality for over 95 years. It provides employment opportunities, economic growth, and community stability. The addition of the co-op community hall shows our ongoing commitment to investing in the future of this community. On the drive here, I was telling Tanya and Mom that who knew that Gladstone would be such a big part of our life. 36 years ago, we were here. I was certainly here for the first time. When my sister Gina and Kent, for Gina and Kent Freeborn's social. Then from 1998 on, I've been here playing hockey and bringing 4 kids over for hockey, baseball, soccer, you name it. I too want to thank Stephanie, the Recreation Leisure Director, for helping to plan and execute this event, and our marketing manager, Allie. Also, would like to thank our friends Dan and Jody and Daryl, Gladstone, WCGTV and NACTV, Neepawa Banner Press, and all of you for joining us to celebrate this important event. So changing gears a little bit, we thought this would be an opportunity to share a brief update on the proposed travel center to be located at the current C-Store and gas bar site in Gladstone. The original plan proposed was to build a combined 23,000 square foot facility that would include food, lumber and hardware, upgraded C-Store, gas bar, and card lock. 2023 saw numerous adverse economic conditions that negatively impacted our financial performance. Fertilizer and glyphosate pricing devaluation, depressed food margins, lower fuel selling prices all contributed to the financial performance being below expectations. Overall operating costs were up due to high inflation. 2024 has seen further economic challenges, including declining refining margins, falling oil prices, increased costs due to the cybersecurity incident at the FCL level, and reducing patronage that we received from them. At a local level, we also had increased costs and loss due to the cybersecurity incident, additional glyphosate devaluation, lower selling prices on fertilizers, and lower fuel selling prices due to the Manitoba fuel tax holiday. So operating costs were up due to continued high inflation. 2025 could see significant supply chain disruption and increased costs with the Trump presidency beginning due to the 25% tariffs on the Canadian goods currently being proposed. The above-mentioned items in 23 and 24 have negatively impacted our financial performance and capacity to finance this project at its current state. It requires changes to the overall scope of the project. So 2025 could also bring adverse impacts to our business given all the uncertainty. The estimated construction cost of the proposed project came in substantially higher than originally projected. This will result in changes required to the project scope. So a reduction in the square footage is needed to lower the overall cost of the project. Lumber and hardware will be removed from the project and will remain at the current location, downtown Gladstone. This business unit will be reviewed in detail and changes may be made to its operations in an effort to increase profitability as the business unit continues to be unprofitable. Off-sale, motel, quick service restaurant are still under consideration, but may become part of the future phase of the project due to the current cost considerations. So an example of a phased-in project is the Neepawa Ag. The first phase was site prep, second phase was offices and warehouse, seed treating plant, third phase was granular fertilizer and card lock. The fourth phase will not happen until the Gladstone store is completed, but it will be a granular warehouse similar to Gladstone's and potentially a liquid fertilizer plant. So as you can see, that project has been phased over several years. Traditionally on projects, we announce 6 months in advance when we're starting. And what the membership does not see is that years of planning and preparations. The community has requested transparency on the project, which we have provided. And unfortunately, that means we share in the disappointment on setback delays and redesigns. We're not the only ones that are being cautious. Many co-ops have postponed or canceled projects altogether in the last 3 months. Federated themselves announced pausing the renewable diesel plant in Regina due to political uncertainty, but especially due to rising costs. So we could pause the Gladstone store and wait for lower pricing, but instead we've decided to downsize and continue. So our next step will be to begin the process again with a smaller redesigned store, price out and resubmit to FCL for the feasibility. Once the design is completed, we'll provide the community with information. So this process won't take as long as the first one, as many of our Saskatoon people already are familiar with the project, but I don't know exactly how long that'll be. So we want to thank you for your continued patience and support. Know that we are working hard on this project still, and we'll provide further updates as they become available. And so I will be around for any questions from anyone. But we would like to invite you to join us for a pork on a bun lunch and the kids' activities and draws. So thank you and enjoy your day.
Yeah, I'm Kendall Pinner, one of the third generation owners of KK Pinner Tire Centers, out of our main branch, Blumenort, and we're just at the Brandon Ag Days here, and just enjoying the show. And it's always a good time of making some good business contacts and just reacquainting with different clients and customers. And we've KK Pinner Tire Centers has been in business since 1930, and again, this business is ever evolving, and we keep trying to change with the times, and it's in our winter season right now, and we're anticipating another good year as we're moving into the spring and getting set up for spring and the different seasons up and coming. So thanks again.
What sort of outlets do you have in Manitoba?
Outlets?
Yeah.
So we have 3 locations in Brandon, Neepawa, and Blumenort, and just doing full tire service out of all 3 locations, and
Is there a specific tire that you promote?
We've been a Michelin dealer for going on roughly 51 years, and so Michelin products are about 85% of what we sell, and have sold over the years. And so we've been a very dedicated, loyal dealer to Michelin. Yeah. So
Personally, I'm a great believer of Michelin.
Yeah.
Both here and previously when I was in the UK.
Yeah.
I always believed in that. Have you seen an uptake on people transferring to winter tires this year compared to other years?
Yeah, it's they've had different programs, even laws, more or less like in the between Ontario, Manitoba, Saskatchewan. There hasn't been, not as much so west. They've made tire bylaws making them mandatory, but even in our 3 provinces that we serve, there's still definitely there's different programs. They have the MPI program, which is like an insurance program, again, just to help the financing of tires, and that's also helped grow the winter tire market and business. And and the demand, safety is always a demand, and that definitely causes a real demand for the winter tires. So it's always becoming more and more, and so the winter tires is always growing. It's a growing market. So
now I come across people who either go in the direction of all-round winter tires, or they choose just winter tires on the front.
Yeah.
Is there any?
Yeah, it's fully recommended to do winter tires in all 4 wheel positions, and that with the all-wheel drive and different mechanical configurations that there are, but it's still recommended to have 4 equal matching winter tires all around. Yeah, versus doing just 2. Yeah. Yep.
And normally they change over to the summer tires in May. June?
Yeah. The changeover to summer tires would generally be all seasons, as we call them. They would be, the general changeover period is April, so we're running the winter tires from October to April. Yeah.
Studded tires, is that still popular?
Yeah, studded has been quite popular since the 70s, and it's still been a very strong market. There's a certain dependence, reliability factor with the studded tire, it's still very, 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 very popular. It's a comfort zone for a lot of people, and just the technology that it is, definitely the studding market has still maintained very well. So,
anything you'd like to add?
No, that's just enjoying the show. So, yeah.
Like,